The Hallowed Halls, it's beautiful, it sounds great, and man, we had a successful musical journey. I made one of my best records here. Really was a life-changing musical experience.
We're always making records. Right now, at this very moment, there's 2 albums happening in this building, maybe 3. I haven't talked to the guys downstairs.
Especially as a woman in the industry, it's really hard to find men, especially on the engineering level, who aren't going to be condescending, who are easy to work with, who trust my own judgment.
Busy yourself making beauty.
There's no place that quite embodies what Portland is as far as an event space and recording studio more than the Hallowed Halls. It really is a sacred space. It's this beautiful old library.
My prayer for this business was always to be of service, to always be a space for people to come and have some sort of expressive experience.
There's not a lot of places that you can get John Bonham drum sounds, and this is one of those rooms. If it disappeared, that would be a pretty big waste of 1,600 feet.
Rather than being cramped together in a little room, it's nice to be able to stretch out, have room for the people, have room for the gear, and have room for the sunlight. I mean, most studios are really dark and feel like you're in a basement. This one, look out and you see trees, you see the sunlight, it cheers you up, and that's always good.
Studio A, the room that we're in right now. It's such a dynamic space. I've attended lots of concerts here. I've seen some of my most favorite music videos recorded here.
Well, we actually recorded here last night. We did a video here. We used the big room and the great sound and 2 or 3 cameras, actually.
The square footage of our main hall here, Studio A, is identical to the square footage of Abbey Road Studio 2, where the Beatles records were done. Even down to the console that we have in Studio A is the same board they have.
It's musically inspiring to be inside here as opposed to some of the more claustrophobic, windowless studios that I've been in.
To construct something like this to the detail that it has and the sonic influence it has would cost millions and millions of dollars if you were to start from scratch. To redo that would be an almost unachievable task unless someone was willing to just donate $4 or $5 million to the project, and with no hope of really ever making all that back, right? So it exists now. We may never be able to repeat what this place has.
Places like this in Portland are like trees. Once you cut them down, they don't come back.
In the last 20 years or so, as musical technology has made it possible to do a record in your apartment, people still need recording studios. There is a difference.
It makes my job and my life possible to have access to not just my home studio.
If it was to go away, it would be something where it left a void that I think would have an impact on our music community in town.
I need it, and I hope it remains here for a long, long time.